Alright, so for this short video, I thought I'd put together the 3 things that would make me enjoy Black Ops Cold War a hell of a lot more than I do now. There are many little things I could talk about when it comes to the amount of content, the overall gunplay, time to kill, headshot multipliers, weapon balance, attachments, conversion kits. I could talk about a lot of different things with this game, but I'm focusing on only 3. And in my opinion, only the last one, and it's something I've mentioned a lot before, but only the last one is a little bit of a tall order. So let's start with the first 2 though, and that is, I believe that high damage weapons should have flinch. And this means sniper rifles, tactical rifles, LMGs, and shotguns. Out of all of these, I believe shotguns should have the most flinch because they require the least amount of accuracy. I think LMGs should have the next highest amount of flinch because they're fully automatic. And then I think DMRs and snipers should have the least amount of flinch, but it most certainly should be horizontal. The idea of increasing the time to kill and then just removing flinch was a bad one, because I have to land 5 body shots with an XM4 to kill a sniper, and they're not getting flinched off my body when zoomed in on me with a scope, and all they have to do is land a single shot with an LW3 to my upper stomach. Yeah, getting center masked by a bolt action after landing multiple hit markers makes me wonder why they included scope glint in the first place. I mean, doesn't the scope glint mean, hey, this guy's looking at you, either return fire or run, not just run for your life, you can't fight him? Like, it's a weird thing. And there's a couple things to consider here. First of all, Call of Duty has the easiest sniping out of any other shooter franchise I play. Titanfall, Battlefield, Rainbow Six Siege, Insurgency, Squad, Halo, they all take a lot more skill and things into account when it comes to obliterating somebody with a single shot. Call of Duty allows you to put the crosshair on the midriff and get a kill. And that's funny and all, but no, I'm sorry, you don't get to have that luxury and then also have no flinch. Also, snipers have aim assist in order to combat PC players and crossplay. Mouse and keyboard versus controller is no contest, so controllers have aim assist, but I also have a controller. So when I'm using an assault rifle and I know somebody has aim assist, the ability to one-shot me in my tummy, and I don't get to flinch them off target, it's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, sometimes people miss, but they're not going to miss because you shot them unless they're panicking. Basically, a mediocre sniper in Cold War with a little bit of confidence will be able to take you out, and they're not going to care that they're getting shot. Other really high damaging weapons like DMRs and LMGs have the same issue. Somebody head glitching with an LMG is always a nightmare, and damn well should be. LMGs are much more conservative weapons. They're way less about 50-50 quick draw gunfights and way more about setting up and being prepared. So it's very irritating when I see somebody in a window, I can't see what gun they have, I start getting hit markers, and their gun just simply out DPSs me altogether. And when it comes to the tactical rifles, a burst in a Call of Duty game has always been deadly. Think of the M16 in COD 4, even the XM2 in Black Ops 3, if that's the right name. They can be very deadly weapons. If you guys have played Call of Duty, you know what I'm talking about. SWAT 556, anybody? Burst weapons are really good in Call of Duty. But the one thing about a burst weapon in COD is that if you're firing your burst, basically as you pull the trigger, if you get shot, your burst will get knocked off target. In Cold War, this does not happen. So there have been times where I've started hitting somebody, I land 3 shots on them with like an MP5 or something, and I just get 1 bursted before my 4th shot can even leave the barrel. If you're gonna have these weapons be so high damage and you're gonna have the time to kill be completely wonkerdoodles, that's fine, but do not give these really high damage weapons 0 flinch. Yeah, you're not taking flinch away from these weapons with the decisions you made, you're just giving them the ability to fuck people over for not having as good as damage as they do, and that sucks. There's a reason I love the DMR-14, and this is exactly why. People will start hitting me with an SMG or an AR thinking it might deter me, and it doesn't, and they die for it. We saw this in Modern Warfare with the Kar 98 and Mark II after they buffed the focus perk. You'd start getting hit markers even in a really fast TTK game like that, and then suddenly a Kar 98 round has painted your brains all over the wall behind you. It's disgusting, it's awful, I hate it. That's a big one I think we can get behind. I don't think flinch should be taken off of pistols, SMGs, or ARs, because I see that a lot of people think that flinch adds randomness, and those are the weapons that you're trying to win your gunfights with in close and medium range, so I'm actually okay with those having no flinch or very, very, very little flinch. I think that would be a really good compromise. But shotguns as well. I do think shotguns should have flinch, and I think they should have a lot of it. But this leads me to the next one. Shotguns, not only should they have flinch, but they also should be primaries. Treyarch, this isn't a pick 10 created class system. Okay, this created class system just allows you to have whatever you want. You fill the slots. You don't have to give and take. There's no sacrifices to be made. The only sacrifice of running something is that you're not running something else in the same category. So running a shotgun means you're not running a pistol. That's all you're sacrificing. You're sacrificing a pistol when you run the shotgun. You're not losing perk points when you pick a shotgun and kit it out for max damage range and sprint out speed, okay? This was a bad idea, and dare I say, a stupid one. Modern Warfare 2 already ran the experiment making shotgun secondaries. And when Black Ops 4 did it, at least it was a pick 10 system. In order to fully kit out your shotgun, you had to sacrifice a lot to do so. Here, you don't. You get to have a shotgun with 5 attachments for free. Combine that with Gung Ho, and you're gonna have a lot of people getting shot, running around a corner, stemming and swapping to a shotgun before you can even say, why the hell am I playing this? And for those of you that are saying, well, the shotguns aren't good enough to be primaries, they're really weak in this game, no, you're wrong. They dominate in close quarters, and I'm putting my foot down on this. If you think the shotguns are bad in Cold War, that just means you haven't used a fully leveled up one, or you haven't fought a fully leveled up one. Serious to God, they're terrifying. But if there's enough people complaining about the strength of the shotguns because they can't deal with how powerful they already are, that's fine. There are people that are bad at video games out there, and I think we should buff the shotguns if we make them primaries by increasing their range. That physically hurt me to say that. But I'm trying to compromise, you know, new year, new me. This year I'm going to be compromising with other people's views. There's one thing I won't compromise on, so yeah, that whole new year, new me thing lasted about a quarter second. The score streaks. The last one is something I've complained about a lot. If you want to click away from the video, thanks for watching. Use my Manscaped code for 20% off plus free shipping. But seriously though, the score streaks, they need to change completely. They just need to change. They need to go back to what a normal score streak system is. A Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3 style score streak system. I swear to God, I'm gonna lose my shit here. I've started to see people defending the Cold War score streak system. And I think that means that Cold War is getting that weird cult-like following where they just appreciate every design element. And so basically the only people that are enjoying it are people that specifically mesh with the weirdness of the game. We saw this, I think, also with COD World War II when it first came out, and I think the entirety of Black Ops 4. It's definitely not a widespread following. At least when it comes to the most played charts on Xbox, this game is sitting over by Overwatch and Battlefront 2, far down and below other games like Cyberpunk, Rainbow Six Siege, Modern Warfare, Warzone, Fortnite, things of the sort. I check this list every time a Call of Duty game comes out to see how well it's doing, and 2 months into Call of Duty games, they normally are in the top 5 most played. They're usually not in the top 15, top 20 range. But yeah, some of you might be able to defend the score streak system, but you're gonna have to do it somewhere else because I simply hate the fact that my respawn game modes have all of the tension sucked out of them. I want to go on a 10 kill streak and be able to call in a VTOL, and if I call in a VTOL, then I want it to feel substantial, like I really earned it, not like I was 2 kills away, got killed, and then throughout the rest of the game I was slowly able to get to it. If somebody's on a 9 kill streak and they come into my spawn and I kill them, I want that to be substantial. I want to see buzzkill in big bold letters on the top of my screen that says you just perhaps saved your team from loss. It's irritating that a really good player that can go on a 5 or 6 kill streak at the start of every game runs into my spawn, starts killing us, I kill him, and I know that he's already close to whatever streaks he has set up there. Like, he's already getting close, and by the end of the game, I'm gonna have to be on the other end of a chopper gunner, even just a normal, like, attack chopper. It's frustrating because I just think it takes away a lot of the charm from Call of Duty. I think support streaks were in other Call of Duty games for newer players that maybe weren't good at going on streaks, and if you want to bring support streaks in, put all the non-lethal stuff in a support section, fine. But if it kills, I want to be able to get it within my 1 life, and if I can't do it, damn me. And this is interesting, because I was actually vouching for the Cold War score streak system when the game was coming out, thinking it was kind of cool that they wanted me to have a good game instead of just a good life. I also thought it was cool because I'm usually really bad at going on long streaks, and I choke quite often. But after a while, the novelty never came into play. I was going to say it wore off, but it never even came into play. I hate the system. It just takes all of the tension and interest out of the game, and I honestly think my KD is low because of it. I'm not playing for streaks. I think when the satisfaction of success is low, I subconsciously just try less hard. Cold War has made me realize things about myself and Call of Duty. I now realize how important kill streaks and score streaks are to me in COD, despite not being a consistently good streak-getting player. I also realized that I really like innovation in Call of Duty games, and the fact that this is the closest thing to what we could call innovation within just about the entirety of the game, yeah, I'm gonna have to give Treyarch an L on this one, and I'm not really looking to compromise with the Scorestreak system, except for if you want to have a support Scorestreak area with non-lethal things, fine. But if I get a chopper gunner called on me, I want to know that somebody didn't get killed for 10, 11 of their kills. See what I mean? That sounds a lot better, doesn't it? You'd hate to buzzkill somebody one off a chopper gunner and still have to deal with it in the next 2 or 3 minutes if they're a half decent player. You have to realize that that's garbage, right? This video got kind of drug out, but I like to explain my points. See you when I see you.